Member of Parliament Francisco La Cruz, Member of Parliament Sylvia Jacobs, Member of Parliament Clyde Marlin, Member of Parliament Atwell Arian, Member of Parliament Akeem E. Arundel. With that, we will now go over to the voting of this motion. However, before I do that, I will give the presenters of this motion the opportunity for them to motivate their reasons or their position for this motion. I look at the list. I see that we have no one for motivating as to why this motion. I see I have a
proposal of order, actually.
Proposal of order from the Member of Parliament,
Thank you.
Westcott. Please start.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. But before I can make my proposal, I would like to understand where we're at right now. Only the presenters are asked to motivate or to talk to the motion?
One.
Okay, just wanted to make sure in terms of where we're at. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
No. I was coming to that part. I thank you very much, Member of Parliament, MP Westcott. I was given the opportunity first to the members of Parliament that presented the motion, who are signatory to the motion, and as well, the floor would have been given to all the members of Parliament, equally also as well, to motivate their position. So as I see those individuals that I made mention who are signatory to the motion, no one put up their name for motivation of the motion. And I'm now seeing, no, nobody can frown, I'm now seeing hands going up. And that's why I said I will give the floor to the members of Parliament that presented the motion to motivate the reason. But no one, members of Parliament, please allow me to finish before you take the floor or before I give you the floor. I said I would give the members of Parliament that presented the motion the time, the opportunity to motivate, and no one did so. Do I see now, is there now members of Parliament that presented the motion willing to speak on behalf of the motion? Yes. I see I have the Honourable Member of Parliament, MP Sylvia Jacobs. You have the floor to motivate.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, one and all, again. As a presenter of this motion last week, I believe the intention was quite clear, and I believe the answers of the minister have further corroborated the need for us to actually have this motion approved, especially seeing the manner in which this was handled. I believe that the authorities, that was the main challenge for myself as well as several others, that the authorities had not been requested to give advice before taking these decisions that have such far-reaching consequences, especially after having made statements to us that there does not seem to be any political motivation for the rise in crime or for the crime that had been committed that had brought extra attention to the table. As a body here in Parliament, we are concerned about the rise in crime in general, and that is our concern. We would want to see, and I've said it more than once, that certain things be done, actions be taken by authorities to ensure that the public of St. Maarten understand what is violence, as well as the cyberbullying, as well as the manner in which persons are being libelous and scandalous, and that people know that that is also against the law. Those things are the things that we support here, and if there is a reason to take actions, then it should be done in the proper manner, especially since this legislation or this piece of regulation hasn't been finalized. I would actually want to hope that the authorities still give their advice on it, but I stand behind the statements that our way of conducting elections is free and clear. It is part of our culture, and even in the experience just last evening, very peaceful, and I want to thank the police officers who were there in and out of uniform, ensuring that there was, if anything had come up, that it could have been handled. So they do this all the time, and I think removing that aura of fear from the country is necessary. Any regulations on election day that need to be done, I still feel should be discussed also with us as the stakeholders within this. So that is the reason why this motion has been presented with the support of the National Alliance.
I thank you very much, Honourable Member of Parliament, Ms. Jacobs. Anyone else requesting motivation? No? We will now go over to handling Member of Parliament, MP Westcott.
Mr. Chairman, are we through the motivations, or will you now go over to the motivating that
Yeah,
all
that's what
members
if anyone
of...
else would request, yeah.
Oh, so we're
yeah.
now at
Yes,
the Parliament
yes.
members. Okay,
Yes.
then, yes, I would like the opportunity to motivate my vote, please, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Yes. Based on the advice from the expert Secretary General, I have to ask first if there's anyone requesting roll call concerning roll call. Yes. And with that being said, now I will ask the members of Parliament to motivate. Member of Parliament, MP Westcott, you have the floor.
Thank you once again, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I've heard and said a lot regarding this preliminary decision of the Council of Ministers. I have read the statements coming from members of the Council of Ministers, including the Prime Minister. But there is at no time that I understood this decision of the COM, for which the guidelines have not yet been established, to have decided to cancel all public events, public meetings, public gatherings, and election day gatherings. That would mean that there should have been, if this motion was correct, no public events. Nowhere in this motion does it speak about public political events. So even though the guidelines have not yet been established, one, so I can't seek or approve to cancel something of which I don't know what the working out is going to be. And secondly, there is no way that I have taken note of a decision to cancel all public events, public meetings, public gatherings. This motion cannot get my support. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I thank you very much,